If you're my age, I don't have to tell you who Elvis Presley is. He was a huge, dominant figure in our teenage years. I have to admit, I was never one of those crazy wild fans, and I didn't really appreciate him at the time. Pat Boone was also popular at that time, and I'm kind of embarrassed to say that I preferred Pat Boone. But now that I look back at the genius that Elvis really was with his music, I appreciate him so much more. Over the years, I knew he had a house called Graceland, but I never had any desire to look into it more closely. But then they started doing tours that went to Graceland, and people were saying how interesting it was. So I thought, maybe I'd like to see Graceland too. So I booked a tour on American Queen, and then the first day was spent in Memphis. And so I then booked a half-day tour to Graceland, and wow, it was really nothing like I expected. Let me tell you all about it. Hi, I'm Sandy from Sandy Over 70. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll consider subscribing and clicking the notification button. Prior to visiting Graceland, I thought it was just a big house. Little did I know that it is now a huge complex of over 100 acres that includes not only the house, but museums, restaurants, convention centers. It's really amazing and is well worth looking at. The complex also includes his private gardens and his aircraft. There are costumes, artifacts, and personal mementos from Elvis and his family. Elvis was born on January 8, 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi. He married Priscilla in 1967, and they have one daughter, Lisa, who now owns Graceland. Graceland was built in 1939 in colonial revival style and sits on 14 acres of land. It is listed in the National Register of Historic Places. Elvis bought Graceland in 1957 for $102,500 when his star was rising and he was seeking privacy. Stepping into Graceland is stepping back in time to the 1950s and 1960s when rock and roll swept the nation while Elvis reigned as king. The areas of the mansion open for touring that we saw included the living room, his parents' bedroom, the kitchen, TV room, pool room, the famous jungle room, his father's office, and the trophy building. The racquetball building is newly restored and contains a pinball machine and a piano. The final stop was the meditation garden where Elvis and his family have been laid to rest. This is a serene and restful place with a pond and places to stop and meditate. As we continue our tour, I'll play some music from the 1950s. Due to copyright laws, I can't actually play Elvis's music for you. At the entertainment complex, there was one gigantic building after another that housed his mementos. One of them contained his costumes, displayed with beautiful lighting, one more extravagant than the next, but very entertaining to view. Another huge building contained memories and clothing from his time in the Army when he was Private Presley. There was also a huge building that contained his automobiles, and boy, did he have a lot of cars. Elvis owned 2 airplanes, and we were allowed to walk through the largest one, the Lisa Marie. And wow, was it amazing. One of the restaurants in the entertainment complex is named Gladys. This was named after his mother, and we did have a very tasty lunch there. Have you ever visited Graceland? Tell us about it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Have a great day.